Let's try this again. There we go. So, welcome back. Last time in Call of Cthulhu, we were institutionalized, Riverside Institute, and hopefully we can escape the Institute today, but we'll find out. Thank you, Draz, for the heads up about the sound. We were able to get that fixed quickly. Looks like it's working properly now. Let me know if there's still any issues. Otherwise, we will start trying to sneak and escape our way out of this maybe false imprisonment? Maybe not. Maybe we are crazy. So, Riverside Institute. Pierce and Officer Bradley followed the intruder to the secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of a rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in a critical state. Now, I feel like we weren't that physically damaged and harmed, but mentally, I think there are some questions to be asked. We saw a not-so-dead Charles Hawkins, looking a little more squiddly than we last saw. To say nothing of how Officer Bradley was gutted and then seemingly fine. That math just doesn't add up, even with modern medicine. So, let's see what can be found. And the Riverside Institute, when we were snooping around last time, there were some pretty sketchy things in jars. And I know that putting... Oh, dear. And the game just crashed. Okay. One moment, please. We are clearly having a day for it. So, let's try rebooting this. Let's see if it'll capture the screen. Come on. I know you guys can hear it, but can you see it? There we go. Okay, now it's capturing the screen properly. All right. As I was saying, I know that, institutions tend to like keeping things in formaldehyde and in jars, so that in and of itself is not atypical, but the organisms that we saw jarred were slightly weird. I'm just going to go with weird. To say nothing of the extra limbs we were encountering before, that math just don't add up. There we go. Where in God's name am I? Oh. Okay, hang on. I'm... Ooh, wrong button. Oh, put that away. Hang on. Did we change? We ran into issues with the light. Okay, so the light was changed. That's good. Okay. Just wanted to make sure because there were some issues previously with that middle mouse button and the light. Okay, we might have some growing pains while we get used to controls again. Fine. What's the lean one again? Not shift. No, That's running. I want the leaning one. Right mouse button? Doesn't seem accurate. Oh, I have to hold it and then, okay. Okay, then there's this guy. He does a little patrol of that room. How's Pierce doing? No character. Lost some sanity after all that. Yeah. See, the thing is, we have all these little traumas, which makes me think that the game is much longer than I initially thought, but maybe not. Okay, Webster's old. Sarah we knew about. Simon, this is unchanged. Okay, so that did not get updated after the assault. Okay, so this changed. That Charles Hawkins is alive. Despite its crude and deformed appearance, this thing looked like Hawkins. He attacked Bradley after he recognized him. What could have happened to Charles on the night of the fire? I've never seen a major burns victim in such a state. Something's not right. I think it's the food he ate. And then Marie Colden, 32, doctor. Officer Bradley's female friend works as a general practitioner at the Riverside Institute. She had figured out long before I arrived that Fuller was involved in illegal activities. He wants to shed full light on the nature of his experiments and believes that helping me to solve the Hawkins case could advance her own investigation. We may have gone over this before. These are all old. And these are all. Badge. Okay, we've got a wheel. Key to the guards room, key to the maintenance room. Lighter, hurricane lamp. Okay, so we still need to do some snooping around to recollect a couple items. Oh no, there's the rosary. Maybe we don't. Okay, I thought we had to go snooping to pick up some things. No, shh. Nothing to see here.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morphine, opium? My new friend's sleeping pills.
You're fine. You're fine. Remain calm. Gil? Guy does not like enclosed spaces. Oh. I think there might be some more things in there. Because we have to rush. That guard has a very short patrol cycle. So we're going to take some time to just wait for him to go by, pop in again, check that front section to make sure we didn't miss anything, and then we will try to switch and go to the other side here, over in this section where the guard goes to patrol. Oop, no. No. Nothing.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I don't know why they saw me that time. They hadn't seen me the other times. Okay, there's the guard. Oh, we're cutting it close. We're fine. Okay. Okay, there's stuff to find in here. But we've got to watch out for the guard.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Oh, I don't think there's anywhere to hide in here. Uh-oh. Okay, we're okay. Okay. Things to find must be on the other side. Watch out for the guard. Yeah, go on. You.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Okay. That's not, sure, but it's not really a secret to discover. Oh, okay. Up. Let me up. Nope. Ooh, we're fine. we've got 2 wheels? Yeah, we've got 2 wheels and the sleeping pill. More medicine. System of pipes to adjust the flow. Okay. Now we need to wait for our little friend. Come in. And he's going. And we're going. Ooh, I don't know where the cook is. Fine. Biscuit for the biscuit. Okay. If I recall correctly, yeah, there's no saving. Go, 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 go. And hey, what's that? Note to staff. Last week's incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to current experiments. This is unacceptable. From now on, the wheels to operate the gas stopcocks must be kept in the storage room after each use. Moreover, you must keep the register of use up to date. Dr. Fuller. Anything on the back? I don't know why they give me this rotate option. Anyone here?
The green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
Okay, we'll deal with that in a minute.
This valve controls the pressure.
Dr. Fuller, I've repaired your machine as best I can. However, the piping has been damaged and I fear that gas is escaping. I cannot do any more in such a short time. All I can do is warn you. If the equipment is put under too much pressure, there's a risk of explosion. Oh, well, that's so. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, that's fine.
A duct. It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. Now for the next step.
Okay, so I could cause an explosion. I don't know if I'm ready to cause an explosion. And it did just save. So let's take that opportunity to go this way. No?
This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I am not a very good lockpick. Ooh. A key? Which room? Storage room? That's the
The
padlock.
door is blocked on the other side.
Ooh, I better hurry. See very well. Guy is super claustrophobic. You're fine. Breathe it out. Nippers! Keep calling them pincers. Okay. Okay. We certainly have an opportunity here. Make things go boom. And I feel like making things go boom will be far more conducive to our investigation than slipping that other guy some sleeping pills. Because the boom, an explosion, could disable the facility for a far more notable amount of time. You know what I mean? So, that could prove beneficial to us. Wait, is there a guy who like patrols there? Yeah, we had. I think I got everything from this. Yes. So we have a couple options. We have this, the power. And then we have the gas and making it go boom. I feel like either.
It's done. Now for the others.
Yeah, either would be good. But can we do both? I feel like if we could do both, that would be a lot of fun. I think I've already checked through here. Yeah, I've already snooped through. This is where I found those other records. I think I hear footsteps. Could be electrical feedback. I know there's a guy who walks down that hall. Yeah. Flung that switch. Then again, maybe I have to do both. Maybe I'm oversimplifying it and the game expects me to do both. And I'm Like maybe I need to do the distraction to pull the guard away to even be able to flip the switch. Oh. Very possible. Because I need to be able to get into that room. Right there. Look. And there's a guy standing right at the end here. So I can't cross the hall without him noticing. I could do the explosion without any more involvement. I really want to see what else there is to see, though. Let's try it.
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! Help me! Help me!
Shut up. Dr. Fuller warned us it was just a sham. We won't be had again. Your little birds won't bring you any sleeping pills this time. Right. Well, so much the better. Now go visit the land of dreams and leave me in peace.
Dreams. Crazy. You ought to be locked up, my friend. I don't want to dream, I want to sleep. I keep saying it, but nobody listens to me.
Start by saying something interesting, then we'll see. And stop turning like that, damn it.
Ooh.
What carnage.
Okay, so we need to do the sleeping pills to get past that guy into this room. Anything? Notice or investigate? Nice. We've made some medicinal progress.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Two, I have to prime another electrical thing and then throw the switch. I have to indulge my inner Igor and throw the switch. God, I hope it's safe to come out of here. Oh, it's so not. It is so very unsafe right now. Look, give me the book. Oh. Hi. Oh my God, what did you just do? Don't do that. Okay. Oh. Fine. We're fine. You see a thing? Oh man. Okay, quick check. We've picked up some stuff. My medicine's improving. Oh. Macabre discovery. Searching through the cellars of the Riverside Institute, Pierce encountered a room that he first took for a morgue. The advanced state of decay of the corpses that lay about the place quickly made him realize that he was wrong. Nothing could justify the presence of such a charnel house in a hospital. The putrid smell and the total absence of respect for human life, as witnessed by this room, profoundly shocked Pierce, costing him some of his sanity. Oh, costing him... Damn. Well, clearly throwing the switches was maybe not worth the fun. Another history, incision and bleeding. Okay. Let's sneaky sneak back to this room. We'll have one more to go. One more to go. I wonder if I missed the one that's like this way. The, you know, theoretically easy one. Over there? No, I think I got that one then. Can't remember. I think I got this one? Nope, I didn't.
All the levers are activated.
Oh, you know what? I wonder. Okay, let's think. All the levers are activated, and I have all the little wheels. Now, if I go and throw the switch over there, I have no way to get across the foyer here. But if I explode the pipes first, then I could theoretically go to the grating, come out through this room, cross the foyer while everyone's investigating the explosion, throw the switch, and escape. Possibly. We're going to try it. It may be that the game is set up to do one of those either-or things. You can only complete either the explosion or the power surge. But let's try it. Let's see just how much we could potentially mess with this place. Your max pressure. Your... Wait, you went down. Is there an order? Okay, you're maxed. You're maxed. You're maxed. Nope. Must be an order. Oh no, wait. They're all screaming away in the red zone. Well, let's just throw the switch.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Somebody here! Folks gonna think we did this.
Calm down.
We gotta tell them.
Just a little corridor. Very short. Almost out. Okay, you're fine. Oh. Two possibilities to create the diversion. The electric machine or the gas piping. One or the other should allow me to create enough chaos. Now this may be unnecessary, but at the same time, could be a lot of fun. Oh, it doesn't let me. Okay. So it really was an either-or situation. Oh, that's too bad. I'm not going to see what happens if I were to blow the machine instead. Because the gas thing could cause real problems if we're leaking this gas out into the world. And why hasn't it exploded? It was supposed to go boom.
Doctor, is that you? Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What is the exact nature of the beast you're running away from?
Well, you've got instinct, a sensitivity for the invisible. It puts you in danger. The creature that is pursuing me is not from our world.
After what I've seen so far on this island, I'm ready to believe you.
Dude.
Don't do that! Do not believe, or you'll end up like us all.
What happened to you, Sanders?
The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
I saw the traces of a revocation ritual in Sarah Hawkins' office. Is it connected to this curse?
She tried to correct her mistake, yes. She tried everything. She told me. But she failed. And that's what counts.
Oof.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. No, don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me. No!
Sanders!
What?
What the hell?
Ooh.
I gotta.
Get together, man.
Okay.
Together.
This is insane. What killed him?
That's a real good question. But let me tell you what. You don't want the answer. Kind of spooky though. Oof. Delightful. Does it connect? Where I was trying to go. Oh. There's a door.
Damn! The gas!
No!
Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Did I make it? Okay. Pierce woke up in an asylum, installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place where Dr. Fuller reigns supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decide to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. Oh, darn. Did I go the wrong way then? Did I miss something in those other rooms? I might have. Although maybe that's good for me. Witty.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
No, no drinks. You know, the mansion doesn't look half bad in daylight. You know, clean it up a little bit, things like that. This would have been exquisite. Oh, former splendor and
You're
glory.
awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Like hammered. No, I'm fine.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Cool. This should take a minute. I've got some skill points. Really need to improve my investigation. Because I'm not able to pick any locks. Then again, that could be useful too. Ugh, all of these could be useful. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to max out my character, so throw it here. Yeah, we'll throw one into investigation to start bumping that along. Yeah. Yeah. The weirdness of Francis Sanders' death went far beyond anything Pierce had ever seen. Lifted off his feet by an invisible force, the poor man's body was carried into the air before being thrown violently against the bars of his hiding place. Pierce, powerless, watched the limbs break and Sanders' body crumble to the ground. During long moments of agony, the detective saw nothing that could explain this event. Weakened by his wounds and the operations he could remember undergoing, Pierce begins to question his ability to tell the difference between reality and the nightmares that haunt him. Ooh, I'm shaken. Hey, I wonder if there's ways to recover sanity. I feel like there isn't. But yeah, Francis Sanders, deceased, knew Sarah Hawkins so well that he accused her of being the source of his suffering. The man gouged his eyes out with his own hands and smeared the walls of his cell with esoteric symbols. He seemed to be obsessed with a shambler linked to Sarah Hawkins. He died before my eyes. Cannot explain or forget, my friends. What do we got now? Cellars. Ugh, yeah. Clandestine asylum. Carried out his experiments on patients without being troubled. Unknown machines sit beside anatomical drawings that are disturbing, to say the least. I just managed to escape from this place. I might not have as much luck another time. Okay, so we're up to chapter 6. You...
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
How are you
Who else would it
alive?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
the rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I found a Darkwater PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the?
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm alright, I just had a... It's gone.
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back. But I can't explain why Dr. Fuller would have that badge.
The man's a danger, believe me.
What can we do, Pierce?
Hmm.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes, I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan, and I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Hi. Welcome to
Tell me
the
how
stream.
Mr. Sanders died.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll be honest.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what
Thank
do you
you.
speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here?
Calm down, Pierce.
This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
No.
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
She's
You
already
know, Francis
dead.
Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible
Yeah,
explanation
we need
for
to
what I
retain what
saw,
sanity we have.
let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow.
Oh,
Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
see, the thing is, like, we know that Sarah, we have those records, and FS purchased a lot of her paintings.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
And Frances Sanders was saying how she summoned something.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
And even, the revocation ritual was incomplete and incorrect. So that tracks as far as plot goes, and that she did summon something, or perhaps her husband summoned something. And then she tried to get rid of it, clean up the mess, because, I don't know, maybe her visions led Charles Hawkins on a clue, because we had records of Charles Hawkins also investigating things before he was married to Sarah. So maybe that's the sort of thing, whereas it's like her visions were a clue for Charles, and Charles summoned something, and then she tried to get rid of it because that's just terrible, and she has a kid to protect. And then, of course, her and the son wouldn't eat the creepy meat, and Charles did, and it led to the fight, and Charles killed them, and then fled. These are all my theories. And then, of course, he's transforming into the little Cthulhu monster. So, and then, of course, Sanders, having been a purchaser of the art, also became a target by association. So he had to be silenced, or at least interned. So, Sanders' residents, Pierce, Colden, and Bradley, decided to team up to solve the Sarah Hawkins case. They have a new trail to follow: Frances Sanders, an art collector and friend of the painter, who died right in front of Pierce. The detective goes to his house in order to speak to his widow about the shambler that the unfortunate man mentioned before he died.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
Hey. What's up?
You know each other.
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small
Coincidence.
island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Frances' death.
It is. It is my
Why?
first time
Who hired you?
playing.
I spoke to Francis
I'm
before he
really
died.
looking forward to it.
His story suggests a link to a case.
It's been a
I'm
lot of
working
fun
on.
so far.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker.
Okay, so what was Miss
This
Baker,
way, Mr. Pierce.
Miss Sanders
And
up
do make
to?
yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Wait, I want to snoop around your house some more. No, I don't want to sit on the
May I
settee.
inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Um. Okay, Made of Scare and Outlast 2 are amazing. Outlast 2. I prefer Outlast to Outlast 2, but yeah, those are all such good games. I'm gonna go with
We had a short conversation and then I left. I don't know what happened.
We're gonna remain as sane as possible in her eyes.
I see. Mr. Pierce, you must forgive my audaciousness, but I've had practice of life in high society for over 30 years. Reading one's interlocutors, recognizing the politeness of a lie, are things that are taught very early to young girls from a good family. But your lie has nothing polite about it. It is crass, insulting, and dare I say, terribly suspicious. Try to understand my position. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
Ooh, that's very let's not go confrontational. I don't think my eloquence is high enough to challenge someone who could tell that I just lied. So let's go with...
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
No, he probably doesn't want you to
I'm not
see
here
him
to
in his
condemn
current
you,
state.
Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater.
Yeah, you
Of
gotta be
course we
careful
would know
with those
each other.
dialogue choices.
And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his macabre gallery.
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no
Import,
fool.
export.
Please believe that much, at least.
I deduce that your husband already mentioned this dimensional shambler.
Well, you can't imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
Ooh, can I
It is
finally
my
snoop
only
your
lead
house?
at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed.
Let me
For my part, I
snoop.
refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
I am.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
I will be as long as I want. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, if I had only saved those 2 points for eloquence and thrown them in. That's fine. Okay, we got someone new. Fuller has been updated. Riverside's a senior physician. Dr. Fuller reigns as the undisputed master of the Riverside Institute and of its cellars, in which he carries out illegal experiments on his patients. I don't know what he has done to me, but I shouldn't be back on my feet so soon after my fall when the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion caved in. This man is dangerous, and I'd swear that he knows more about all this business than he's willing to tell. Probably. Irene Sanders. It's clear that she holds Sarah Hawkins responsible for the death of her husband, but what I don't understand about Irene Sanders is this mix of sadness and insensitivity. It looks like she had given up on her husband long before his horrid death in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. Probably. It's probably why she had him interned. You know, that just... You know, that's not surprising.
Did she really care for him after all?
Dear Madam, I acknowledge receipt of the letter in which you demand the body of your deceased husband. I'm sorry to inform you that I cannot agree to return his body to you. At the moment of his internment, you signed a discharge allowing me to dispose of his body as I see fit. I extend my deepest condolences to you. Thomas. Dispose of his body in what way? Creepy, sketchy doctor. Okay, as much fun as I would have playing on this, but there's a secret code. Anybody else hearing heart and soul in their head?
The
Just
day
me?
the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Okay. Let me... Oh my god. One of these times there's going to be something on the back. Today is not that day. Slowly going crazy? I don't know. Call of Cthulhu. We just dive right in. If it's not crazy to start with, then it's not Call. Oops.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Okay, these are teacups from today. You're not going to deduce something from today's teacups. Not how psychology works.
A house of artists. Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell a painting?
That it was a gateway.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Probably not. Most people aren't. She looks upset.
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel?
Probably desperate.
Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
No, probably protective of her husband. Everything has a price, and when you become desperate enough, you'll sell. What? Oh.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Led to the internment. Linked at least by the interest. Blah. Fell. Finally sold. Feelings. Doesn't like her. Okay. Could say there was a cat fight, except it's not cat. More medicine books. Don't mind me. You just, you know, do your thing. It's a really bad portrait. You are far more flattering than that. You should have resat.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phone.
A wax recording? Yes! Yeah, right? Oh, look! It's Lovecraft! Wait, are we getting too close? Might be getting too close. Nope, we're fine. Ugh, I'll deal with you later. The wax cylinder recording are, you know, obviously obsolete this day. but they're so cool. And if there's any horror fans out there, if you haven't seen Session 9, highly recommend, because they do some fun stuff with Wax Cylinder recordings. Probably the creepiest stuff I've seen with Wax Cylinder recordings in a
Irene.
long time.
I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Wait, no.
Accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Yeah. Play it again? No, Yeah.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Okay. So it wasn't a
I can't
glitch.
take anymore. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Interesting. Let me hear it again.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Sounds like I got it
can't
right,
take
but nothing
anymore.
happened.
I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
Definitely something with that. Play with it more later. Keep looking around. Okay, these are all locked doors. Ugh, I've got to go deal with Cat.
A strange Amerindian pendant.
Looks like a dream catcher.
I could use one of those.
Sleeping pills. Anything else? No?
Strange.
Dear Francis.
For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
She knew something was up.
An old diary.
This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a message of God. She's scared that they will suffer the same fate as the monks. Yeah, except they ate the miraculous catch that the Skilla brought in. Oh. Must have been a weak test. Dissertation on an anatomical question. Okay. What question? question. No. 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 Affect your destiny? I bet it would. Malleus Bestiarum? Oh, yeah, maybe I should read it. Oh, no good can come of that. Talk to Cat first.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I'm not here to cause trouble, if that's what's worrying you.
Worry me? Don't overestimate yourself. If the last beating wasn't enough for you, I can always give it another go. But as long as you keep out of my way, you're free to carry on with your visit.
There's more than that, Miss Baker.
So people have been talking behind my back. I was almost beginning to like you, Mr. Pierce. But it stays Cat for you.
You knew the Sanders?
Irene is a friend of mine.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Oh, guys, this book is... No good can come from reading Malleus Bestiarum. No good can come from it. And we had that guy in the pub talking about the book he read. And there's a fairly standard trope with Lovecraftian mythos where you read the book and then you're doomed. But if we read the book, maybe it could help us down the road. Oh, man. Okay, let's not read the book. For now. Why would we need to hide? Hey, I've got a dagger that looks just like that one. Okay, that's actually a pretty cool sphinx.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Hey, it's just like the rosary. Oh, there's the Shambler up there. Let's take our time.
The public entrance to the gallery.
It was a public gallery? Hang on, if it was a public gallery, then why was he the only one being afflicted?
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Not just old weapons, it's old sacrificial weapons. These are all ritualistic daggers. Like, that's very, very obvious. Ooh.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Rather tastefully done, too. bearings of where we are on this island. Oops, sorry. That just another refill spot? Yeah. Oh, don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Is this dagger part of Sanders' collection, or was he seeking to acquire it?
Isn't that one of the ones in his case? Thought I saw that one. Okay. In for a penny. Maybe I went in for my penny too soon. What the F?
What the hell was that?
Hold the phone. No, I'm pretty sure we saw that in one of the cases. Ugh. Nope, nope. Nope. We're fine. Yeah, but he gets claustrophobic. Here.
Damn. Did it hear that?
It definitely. Oh, I think I'm in trouble. Oh no. Look away. Look away. Look away. It's fine. Okay. I was on the right track. I have to, get the right... Oh, we'll skip that.
What the hell was that?
Why did it... Hang on. I don't want to hide in a closet. I want dagger. Nope, not you. Nope. 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 Thought it was over here. What? That one.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
Wait. Isn't that how I attack? Not how I attack? I thought that's how I attack.
What the hell was that?
Hang on. Well, shoot is left click. Oh. Oh. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not supposed to use it on the creature, I'm supposed to use it on the painting. I get it.
Damn. This dagger looks different.
Biscuit for the biscuit. Yeah, I get it. No, no. Stab him in the face. How very Dorian Gray. Oh, whoa. Bad news bears. Hurry up.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
You knew. You knew about the beast.
What are you talking about? Think yourself lucky that I saved your hand, even if it was to save my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart.
No.
I'm talking about the contents of this gallery.
Yeah, it's the stuff.
And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I've still got things to settle with Irene.
Okay, The Nameless Bookstore. Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless Bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. Oh no. Detective, you've got to speed up. You are one step behind everybody these days.
Where's the bookseller? Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Okay, it all stems back to your mother and or father. Puritan colony, led by Reverend John Wigwood, settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar color of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. It disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Spooky.
An old diary.
Oh, volume 4. You have to listen to the voice in your head. Yeah, nothing will go wrong. It's fine, bro. Oh, in the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the waters surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then, the region was a favored refuge for cetaceans. 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returns to port with a gigantic creature on board. His crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all of the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Yeah, we already know about the miraculous catch. More medicine.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Huh? Anything? No. More medicine. Wait, Would I read the book? Wait, that's Malleus Bestiarum again.
No.
No, read the books. God. Look, I remember the 90s. No harm ever
What
comes
happened
from
here?
reading a book.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
When they smashed the book.
To whom does this footprint belong?
Proper grammar.
No sign of struggle. If the burglar smashed this jar, it wasn't intentionally. Was he hurt then? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the? Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
The very biggest kinds.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case. Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Huh. Okay. If somebody finds these memoirs, well, there will be no doubt that I'm in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality, in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. Following messages of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe. Clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its content into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University. The content of this safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. Oh, Miskatonic. Sorry. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions. Miskatonic. So, how many points do I have? 2. Bam. Big brain moves. How's my sanity doing? Ugh. Yeah. Eat the shambler. I have to... Hey, it's gonna be fine. House. And all in shades of red and in gold is impressive, but nothing matches the private gallery. Yeah, we're not going to talk about what happened in that room. A nameless bookstore. Yeah, this dude, I think I would have been friends with him. This Drake fellow. I like his bookstore. Rich. It dates from elder sign on its hilt. It apparently Pargali Ibrahim Pasha, Grand Vizier at the court of Suleiman the Magnificent. Legend tells that Pargali used the symbol on the dagger to protect the court from a creature that haunted the mirrors of the palace. What is certain is that Suleiman had his vizier executed. Did he fear him after this demonstration of power? Probably. It's starving. Interesting. Oh. Oh, yeah. Right. So, there's 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine. Okay.
A strange amulet. I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Copy. Medicine.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Seems to be.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
He bears the elder sign. Only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the Star of the Branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the Great Old Ones. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner. Press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of Hawkins' trips of Tucumán. Remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose. Try to find it. Spin, spin. Ugh. Oh. 3 digits.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Nope.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
Nostradamus.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Actually, the Frisian language, I found it really cool.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
Kind of like a world tree thing, but it's
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him.
this could be it. Anyway, there's a really cool world branch thing about the evolution of language, and kind of like a family tree, but it looked at things like Germanic languages, Romance languages, and all these things.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
It's pretty cool. Need a phonograph.
A kind of chalice.
Well, if anyone knows anything, if you choose this one, you've chosen poorly. Plain one.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay. So we're talking about the Holy Grail. One. Two. Hey.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham Editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, volume 9. So the Grail is going to be a number.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5, not 6. So, 5 red rubies.
The Queen has little protection.
Three, maybe? 3, protecting our White Queen. 9.
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message.
Maybe it is just number 9. That would be really on the nose, but... Try 539. Oh, my genius knows no bounds. Creepy book. No harm ever came from reading a book. That's the ritual that Sarah screwed up. No, don't. Bad boy. Oh, for the love, we're back in. Okay. Riverside Institute. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of an attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the ladder and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside, irresistibly attracted the detective. When he opened it, his mind was projected into another body. Yay, astral projection. Although... this seems like a good place to stop for this week because we've just rounded out the end of a chapter, just heading into a new chapter. We made some great progress. I think we burned through like 4 or 5 chapters today. We were just on a roll. Really got into the groove there and made some good progress. So I think this is where we will call it for the day. And we will pick this up again next week. I'm really excited to see how this has been going. I've enjoyed the puzzles so far, although some of them are a little disappointing. Not super disappointing. Please don't misunderstand. But that last one in particular where he talked about volume 9, it was just right on the nose. He told us the last number. So that was a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. It's still a lot of fun so far. I like the puzzles. I like the atmosphere. The atmosphere has been spot on for Call of Cthulhu. So I'm enjoying that. And the little flavor flares, like having the lanterns give off that green glow and smoky look. Makes you wonder whether or not there isn't some sort of gas permeating the whole island, because we've got that green gas from the asylum and institute. But maybe we'll find out more next time. We're back in the institute, and I mean, we kind of left the place a mess when we left the first time. So, thank you again for joining. I hope everybody had fun. Let's see. Oh, I'm afraid none of my friends are streaming right now, so we can't raid another channel, but please keep an eye on the channel. I've got some great friends who cover a variety of games. I tend to love the horror aspects, but if there's a niche you like, I'm sure one of us will cover it for you. And in the meantime, have a great week, and I'll see you again. Bye.